I literally cannot believe this. That shuffling is as good as we're gonna get. Okay, so at least this is short. Hello, you guys. I have decided to split my 48-hour mini TBR Star Hop video into 2 vlogs because, as you would have seen, I had 6 rolls, 3 of them being black holes, so we are at the beginning again, even though I have passed the 2-week mark. How do I have the worst luck ever? I literally don't know, but I am determined to finish the board officially and not just quit. So you'll see that my last wormhole, black hole, I keep saying them interchangeably. Technically, it's a black hole because it sends me back to the beginning of the board. I got the 6th series by Samantha March. So I have been reading Scarlet on my Kindle, which is the 2nd book in that series. These are under 200 pages, chick lit novellas, very quick to get through. I'm now done this. They're very character driven with like one main conflict. We're following a group of 6 women that are in a friendship group, and it's like about their dynamic and things going on in their lives. And each book is from the perspective of one of the girls, but the storyline like goes through and they kind of end abruptly, but then the next novella picks up right where you left off, but from another girl's perspective, if that makes sense. So Scarlet is the blonde, like kind of a doormat kind of character. She is a vet tech, and she is in a toxic relationship with one of the girlfriends. So we're just kind of going through that. And I gave it 4 stars because it's really enjoyable. I do have to say that I have a biased opinion because I do work with Samantha March and I really admire her as a person, as an author, as a content creator, and that definitely plays a role. The writing is simple. The dialogue can be a little clunky sometimes, but overall they're just fast, enjoyable. They're on KU, under 200 pages, like I said. I got through that really fast. So I'm now ready to do roll number 7, but we're not even on the board anymore. How much longer will it take me to complete this? As I mentioned in the first part of this vlog, after the 48-hour readathon, I could no longer dedicate all of my extra free time to this. Like for the first 48 hours, I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be a weekend reading vlog, and I set aside so much time for reading. Like I read as much as I could as a busy mom of 3. And now I can't really do that. Also, it's summer vacation now. I'm still reading more than maybe I had before because I'm really motivated to finish the mini TBR Star Hop board, but it's definitely contributing to the slog and it taking me so long because I can no longer dedicate all my free time to it, like I mentioned already. I'm just delaying. I feel defeated by the TBR Star Hop board. I can't believe I'm in TBR Star Hop Purgatory. Like, I love TBR Star Hop and it's being so mean to me. Let's go roll and see what we get. All right, here we are back at the beginning again. If you missed it, this top part was from when I had COVID. I just did it for fun. I was able to complete the board in 5 rolls. This is for the mini 48-hour readathon one, and we're now on roll number 7. I left space for one more, thinking I was being optimistic, and here we are. We are off the board. We have little Squirtle here, one of my kids' toys that I found. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it. I feel like I've been landing on this moon a lot. Why, do you want to pick a moon card for me?
No, a moon one?
Yep.
Why is there so many?
There's 8 of these. Can you pick one? What does it say?
I can't read.
A hardcover. Let's see what we can find. All right, I've had a look at my TBR bookshelf. I have like an entire shelf of all the books I have out from the library and things that are on TBR Star Hop, stuff like that. And I was actually very surprised to see that I only had one of my physical TBR books on there that were hardcover, and 3 of the library books I have currently are hardcover. Most of the books on there are paperback. That's not to say that I don't have lots of hardcovers on my shelves, but these were kind of slated to, like, I should read these soon-ish. So I have a series of Unfortunate Events 2, The Reptile Room. This is a children's series, and this was a wormhole pull like in February or something, and I never read it. So this was on an old TBR, so I still have it set out like I should read this, I should continue this series. And while I'm not the most excited to read this, it is very short. It is under 200 pages, and I actually have the audiobook out from my library for 2 more days, and it's a 3-hour audiobook, and I can read it much faster than that. So, but I also have a ton of library books out, and I really need to prioritize them. And these 3 need to go back semi soon. So I have The Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is the sequel to The Inheritance Games, which I really did enjoy. And I am really excited to complete this. It's 350 pages. I have They Never Learn by Lane Fargo, which I think I'm going to absolutely love. This is like a female version of Dexter with dark academia vibes. I think it's set at a university. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but that's what I have heard. And like I said, I think I'm absolutely going to love this. So I'm very eager to get to that. This one is just over 300 pages. And lastly, I have the Book of Cold Cases by Simone St. James, and I've been waiting for this for a really long time from my library, and there's still a large wait list. So I need to prioritize reading this and returning it back as soon as I can, because I like to be, you know, considerate like that. And this is like paranormal thriller. I read and loved The Sundown Motel, and I still want to read Broken Girls. That seems to be everyone's favorite. And if there is an author I want to read lots of books from, and there is a clear favorite, I try and save that one for last, or at least not one of the first couple I read, because then I think, I don't know, it's going to go downhill from here. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I am excited for this one too. However, because my goal is to really, I mean, now I feel bad. I've talked about like these 3 books that I am really eager to get to, that I think I'm going to love all 3 of them, but they're on the longer side. And then this one I'm not that excited to read, but is a book that was on my TBR Star Hop for February, so I need to get it done anyways. But this is only, like, I could finish this really quickly today. So I think I'm going to go with this one. I'm really going to try and finish this dang board. And like, obviously I'm not going to then return these to the library because I didn't choose them for this role. They're eligible for other roles. But for hardcover, I'm going to choose The Series of Unfortunate Events, The Reptile Room, the book the Second by Lemony Snicket. Why am I struggling so hard? I'm very familiar with these books. I watched the movies, I watched the TV show, and we have most of them here at home. I forget why I picked up the first one and added it to my series I'm in the middle of in the first place, but let's knock another one off the list. I'm going to listen to this via audio while I do my makeup and maybe clean up my house a little bit, and then it should pretty much be done. All right, you guys, that was really quick. The audiobook was 3 hours. I listened to it on 2 times speed, so very happy to have finished 2 books today. I was able to do my makeup, tidy up a bit, and put Emma down for a nap. So I think that's pretty successful. I'm just now importing some footage to do some editing. So it was really good to listen to an audiobook while I did that. I wish I could have finished it a little bit faster, but my app only goes to 2 times speed, but that was fine. The audiobooks for these are fantastic. I give it 4 stars. It's a children's series, but it's a really fun time. I obviously know exactly what happens from watching, the movie and the TV shows and stuff, but it's still really fun, and I will be continuing, even though it's a children's series. It's on my bookshelves because I have 3 kids, so it's not like they're going anywheres. And so if I pull the wormhole and this comes up or something, then I'll pick up the next one. It's not really something I'm going to prioritize over the other 35 series I'm in the middle of, but that means I can pick another book. If I could keep getting really short, quick reads, I'd be a very happy camper. All right, here we go. Roll number 8. I got a sticky note so I could keep tracking my reads. We are on the 2nd space. So, another 2. This is going to take forever at this rate, but we have a sun. I have 6 sun prompts. I did this last time I got the sun, so I think I'm just going to roll the dice again. That keeps it the most random since these thin pieces of paper are really hard to shuffle if you haven't noticed. 1. A TBR vet. All right, I've chosen a book. It's a little bit of a stretch. I went about this a couple of different ways. First, I looked at my TBR shelf, and the 2 oldest books on there were Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty and With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. Those are the 2 books I've owned like longest that are on that shelf right now, but they're both big-ish. And like I said, my goal is to read really short books. So then I got to looking on my KU subscription, and the 2 oldest books on there are The Finish Line by Kate Stewart, which is also like 450 pages, as well as Ruthless Fae, the 2nd book in the Zodiac Academy. Didn't really want to go that route. And so then I started looking at this year's TBR lists that I have made. And for my April TBR for Aurelium, I ended up swapping the books out, but I had already purchased A Dead Djinn in Cairo by P. Jelly Clark. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. This is 0.1 in the Dead Djinn universe, which is a series I would like to start. And this is like 40 something pages. I did buy this for my Kindle. It's not on KU. And then I was like, okay, April's not that long ago. Let me check Goodreads and see when it was I discovered that book in particular and wanted to read it. And it was August of last year. I would have liked for it to have been over a year. Then I would have felt more comfortable calling it a TBR vet. But I think 11 months is sufficient, So this is a book I've wanted to read for 11 months. I'm going to call that a TBR vet, though I have books on my shelves that I've owned for 15 years and still haven't read. I'm going to go easy on myself since this is my 8th book and I'm still on the first line of the game. So a brief synopsis of this, I guess. I'm going to read off Goodreads, which I have in front of me. It says Egypt, 1912, an alternate Cairo infused with otherworldly. The Ministry of Alchemy, Enchantments, and Supernatural Entities investigate disturbances between the mortal and the possibly divine. I understand this as like fantasy and mystery kind of mixed together. Maybe it's like steampunk-ish. There's like gears and stuff on here. I don't know. I've heard really great things about this series. This is the first novella. This is where you are supposed to start. There's a couple novellas, and then the next is a full-length novel, which threw people off. They thought it was going to be a novella series, from my understanding, but there is a full-length novel as well. I wasn't going to pay so much for like the paperback copy of this, as it is only 43 pages. But I'm happy to have it on my Kindle, and I'm excited to read it, and I should be able to finish this today too. I do have some editing to do right now, but I feel like I have a cat hair. I'm having a great time. Is part 2 going to be very short compared to part 1? I hope so. Okay, I just need to check in again because this is absolutely hilarious. This is page 1, so not a spoiler. Now that's impressive. He jutted a shaved, I'm paraphrasing, I skipped a bunch. He jutted a shaved round chin at the dead Jin's naked penis, a midnight blue thing that hung near to the knee. I've seen full-grown cobras that were smaller. A man can't help but feel jealous with that thing staring him in the face. Oh my goodness. Hey guys, I am 85% through A Digit in Cairo, but it's getting very late and Jeremy's going to want to be in here and not want to be filmed, my husband. So I'm going to do my next roll. What is this? Roll number 9, because I have had a cup of coffee. I've also been sipping on this all evening, so I'm feeling ready to go. This will be my 3rd book finished today. I'm feeling really good about it, really motivated. I'm kind of like cutting off my forehead, which is weird, but my bedroom is a disaster, like sippy cup, notebook. Anyways, you're only supposed to roll after you have finished your book, but my Kindle says I have less than 10 minutes. And I want to film this before my husband gets in here because then I'm not going to be able to. Wow, that looks really bad. My makeup's been on for a while at this point, so don't mind that. Roll number 9. Let's go. All right, here we go. Roll number 9, still on the first line of the game board. I mean, it hit Squirtle. So we're gonna go with 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yikes. Another sun. Those are like the trickier prompts. Successfully made it past. That is the first time. I've hit this black hole and sent to the beginning 3 times. I think my luck is changing. Okay, this is the one. There's only 6 sun prompts. The paper's super thin. This is just easier. 2. Another TBR vet. I literally just got that. I mean, I guess. I guess like that's how this works, right? What are some of the other ones? A continuation, pull pick, over 500 pages, spinner pick, free pick. Oh, I would have liked a free pick. I have a 3-page book that I would like to read for free pick. But okay, Thank you so much for letting me get past the black hole. I will do the same prompt twice. Okay, I think we can agree that I got TBR Vet for the second time in a row because I half cheated to put A Dead Gin in Cairo on my list because I wanted something really short. I had wanted to read this for 11 months. It was on my April TBR and I didn't get to it. So like, it is a TBR Vet, but the two true TBR Vets that I have on my like, I would like to read these this summer kind of list. First, I have Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. I bought this at a yard sale many years ago. I have wanted to watch the TV show, but I'm one of those people that really needs to read the book before watching the movie, if I'm interested in reading the book, of course. There are some things I don't care and I'll just watch the movie. So this is like thriller-ish, like summer chiclety thriller, but it is 486 pages. I didn't even realize that was that long. The second book is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. This is a YA novel about someone who is a teen mom. She really loves cooking, I believe. And I was a teen mom. Yeah. So I dreamed of working in a kitchen after she graduates. I was a teen mom, so I think this is going to be like really near and dear to my heart. I really loved The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, and this one is less than 400 pages. So I'm going to go with this one and see if I can get the audiobook. Hey guys, it's Saturday, July 16th now. I did just finish With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. How stunning is this book? I did take the dust jacket off to read it. I didn't want it to get crumpled because that is also absolutely stunning. I will go grab it, even though I'm sure I showed it to you already. So beautiful. I gave this book 5 stars. I did listen to the audiobook, which I believe is narrated by Elizabeth Acevedo herself. I did the same with Poet X, and I also believe that to be true, that Elizabeth Acevedo narrates her own audiobooks, which I just love when authors are able to do that. This is the first time I've ever had the itch to annotate, like to go back, because certain quotes hit me right in the feels, brought tears to my eyes. This book hits quite close to home as I did have Max while I was in high school and worked and still went to university and all of the things. And I remember how hard that was. So, yeah. Anyways, I don't really talk about stuff like that on my channel. So, moving on, I absolutely love this. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful book physically. I'm so happy I finally read this. I can't believe I let it sit on my shelves for so long, but even though I bought it because I obviously wanted to read it, especially I bought this after I read The Poet X, I believe, and loved that. I've been taking such a big step away from YA books that I was avoiding picking this up, but I'm so glad I finally read this. And now we need to do our next TBR Star Hop roll. All right, here we are, roll number 10. Still can't believe that. This is pretty crazy. It is the weekend of Summerween currently, right when I'm filming this. So if I could get like a spooky book or, like a thriller, maybe a dark romance, something like that in the next roll, that would be really great. We are on the second sun. Let's see what we get. 6. Yay! Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm at the last spot. That is so exciting. Sorry for the weird lighting. It's very late at night and I just have my planter is on, which is what I've been using as my light. So I'm gonna be honest, I was completely preparing myself to hit that second black hole. Sorry, I'm wearing like such a weird thing. I did my self tanner, so I needed like a loose. Anyways, I was preparing myself to hit that second black hole and have to start from the beginning again, but I can't believe I have a free pick. I can pick whatever I want, and I can just be done tonight. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to read The Egg by Andy Weir. This is a 3-page book. It's on Goodreads, so it counts. A bunch of people read The Egg during the weekend of the 48-hour mini TBR Star Hop for free picks because it's like super easy to move along the board. It took me 10 books to complete this thing. I know I was getting a little bogged down, not gonna lie, but I am not a quitter. I wanted to actually finish this and I'm so excited, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. The Egg by Andy Weir, and then I'll just be right back and close out this video. So that took me like 3 minutes to read once I actually found the PDF online. My Goodreads review, I give it 4 stars, but like, I don't know. My Goodreads review just says, wait, what? A man dies in a car crash, leaving his wife and kids, and this is what happens after that to the man. I am very confused. Okay, you guys, I did it. I finally completed the 48-hour readathon. It literally took me 3 weeks. Literally 3 weeks. That is actually crazy. I want to quickly recap what I did read. I feel very odd. I'm like crouched down because I read 10 books in those 3 weeks, which is incredible for me. I've said this before. I said it in my last TBR Star Hop, that I'm like 5 to 8 books a month kind of reader, so I feel really good about this. I read The Cruel Crown, Ice Planet Barbarians, Crooked Kingdom, Fire Falling, Glint, The Six Scarlet, The Reptile Room, A Dead Djinn in Cairo, With the Fire on High, and The Egg. Lots of shorter books in there, but that's all right because it's still 10 books. And I didn't know this when I picked The Egg, but that was my 50th book of the year. I just met my Goodreads reading goal. This is the most I have ever read since tracking it on Goodreads. I'm sure when I was younger, I read more than 50 books in a year, but there's still so much more of the year left. Last year, I think I read 42 books and I wanted to push myself for 50 this year, and I just met it midway through July. I don't think I could get to 100, to be honest, but I would be so pumped for like 80 books. Can I read 30 more books before the end of the year? Yeah, I totally can, right? That feels amazing. It feels amazing to finally get out of mini TBR Star Hop Purgatory. I finally made it to the end and also meeting my Goodreads goal. Thank you guys so much if you watch through this 2-part vlog series of me trying to complete a 48-hour readathon. Like, come on. I can't believe it took me 3 weeks. That's crazy. Let me know if you will ever do mini TBR Star Hop. I think I will do it again sometime. Not sure when, but just for funsies. I will. Now I don't even know what to read. Like, what do I read when I'm not being told specifically by a prompt what I need to read? I don't even know. Mini TBR Star Hop has been ruling my life for over a month because I did it while I had COVID too. Anyways. editing me is going to be very mad that I keep on rambling. It's also very late. I want to get ready for bed. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that I know, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!